Let's talk about it. Women breaking down in tears because they have to pay back food stamps. Let's get into the clips.
So I'm a low income girly. I've been on food stamps on and off for the better part of like 6 years. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 20, so I'm 26 now. So I've been on food stamps for about that long. Tell me why. I just got this fucking letter in the mail, and I haven't been on food stamps for about 6 months because I got a new job like 5, 6 months ago, and I knew I wasn't gonna qualify. Tell me why I got this fucking letter saying that I owe food stamps $2,095. What the fuck? They also don't give any options for like payment plans on here. Or they didn't tell me why. They were just like, "Oh, just pay this balance or it's going to get taken out of your next year's tax return." Bitch, the fuck? And the letter came from the collection agency, the government collection agency of food stamps. Like, they have their own collection agency. Also, how evil do you have to be to work that job? Like, I just want to know. Like, most people who have food stamps are not like well off enough to even be paying 2,000. Like, most of them don't have $2,000 in their bank account. I know I sure as hell don't. Like, since when did food stamps become a loaning service? Since when do I have to pay this shit back? Like, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that I've gotten that much in food stamps. Sorry, my ring light died. They're making me pay back like the whole thing with almost no explanation. And like, they were supposed to apparently send me a letter because I looked at this up on Reddit to see if it had happened to anyone else. They were supposed to send me a letter about a hearing and all this stuff where I could appeal this. I didn't get any of that shit. I didn't get any of that in the mail. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. And before anyone wants to say shit, no, I did not falsify anything on my food stamps applications. I gave all my information to them. Obviously, I didn't once I was done with my food stamps and couldn't qualify for them anymore. Obviously, I wasn't telling them about like the jobs I was working then, but because I was done with the program. But like while I was on food stamps, I reported all my income. I did everything right. So yeah, I'm fucking livid right now, obviously.
Again, I have no problem with people, you know, being down on their luck, needing some assistance. But again, I don't understand how she seems to be able-bodied. She seems to be well-spoken, that she was on food stamps for 6 years. She was literally um, getting free food and benefits for 6 years. And I mean, she's in her 20s. She's able-bodied. I just don't understand it at all. And now she's upset because she was given more food stamps than she actually qualified for, and now she has to pay this money back. And I'm sure she did get a hearing um, in the mail, but probably just overlooked it.
So they're cutting off food stamps in certain counties in Georgia. I'm happy. They should have been did that, people. I don't understand people's fascination with remaining on welfare and receiving some type of benefits for the rest of their lives. I do not understand that. And people, before y'all jump talking about some who chooses welfare, who wants to be on welfare. No, a lot of y'all MFers choose welfare. And how do y'all choose it? Y'all choose these Section 8 living situations where you're going to remain in Section 8 and just pay that minimum amount of rent. And a lot of times that rent is based off your income. So you would not try to better your life to move on because you want to stay at this low rent. And people, a lot of times, it's people of color. I'm not going to say just black people, just Hispanics, but people, I've known black people my age that's been in Section 8 all their lives. Their kids are in college. And that person is still on Section 8 getting welfare. I blame the Democrats, people. I blame the Democrats because they made it beneficial for the black men to remain out the home. We all know that the black woman couldn't have the black man in the home with the kids. You know what I'm saying? So they made that beneficial for them. And then if you get caught with a man in the house, whatever, he's not on your lease, yada, yada, or you get married, yada, yada, and they find out, that changes your living situation. So that means you might have to end up paying more rent, and God forbid you have to do that. And people, the real estate people, they know you can get a house on Section 8. You can use that Section 8 voucher to help purchase your first time home. But a lot of people don't know that. They're just worrying about that little $80 rent. They don't want to really maximize that benefit. So I feel like, yes, cut the food stamps off. It's not fair that these lazy ass adults with no children worrying about food stamps. And before y'all say, oh, the cost of living is too high, well, thank the fucking Democrats.
Again, I mean, I believe she's really spot on, especially with these people who want to be lifetime recipients of these welfare benefits and never want to do anything to better their life. Again, it should be a temporary, it should be a time limit, 6 months, a year, and then you should be forced off of these benefits again, because people wind up um, getting so comfortable with receiving food stamp, with receiving reduced housing, Section 8, and it becomes a generational thing of poverty and benefits just passed on down to one generation to the next, and we got to put an end to it.
Plan, y'all. This was effective only almost immediately. I got this in the mail. If you're an able-bodied adult without dependents, you need to be working because you will not be receiving food stamps anymore. Okay? Yeah. And when you are eligible to receive these food stamps, it would only be every 3 months out of every 3 years. So within a 3-year period, 36 months, it would only be 9 out of those 36 months. Yeah, get a job.
So, what do you think about not getting food stamps for 3 years, 36 months? You only could get them 3 months out the 12 months. What do you think? Please leave a comment, follow, and share, because somebody needs to know what's coming. Sorry, you guys. We're going to all need jobs.
Again, that sounds like a great idea to me. If you're able-bodied and no children, 3 months out of the year, out of 1 year, that sounds good. Again, if you have some type of downtime, you fall into some type of hardship, in 3 months, you should be able to find something. You should be able to make something happen. Again, you're able-bodied adult. We got to stop making excuses and looking for handouts.
Decided to open up my DHS mail that I had sitting in my thing for a few days now. Yeah, they took my food stamps. Yeah, they took my food stamps from the thing that happened last week with the pop cans and dumping them out in the Walmart parking lot to get cash, like I've always done. And the cop said he could have arrested me, but he wasn't going to, but he had to report it to the state. I didn't think he would actually report it. So not only are they taking my food stamps away and my cash benefits, they are making me repay everything from the last year. Do you know how much that is? The number is right here. $23,678 they want me to pay back. I can't afford groceries with the food stamps that they were giving me. How do they expect me to pay back that? Does anybody know if there's like an appeal? Can I appeal this? It doesn't say. I'm fucking screwed.
Well, she better prepare to have those tax refund checks garnished until you pay off that $23,000.
I just want to check the mail. I received a letter from the food stamps office.
It says, after multiple videos were sent into our office, we had to conduct an investigation. And during our investigation, we did come across a few discrepancies in your application. It says, therefore, over the last 6 months, you received benefits that did not belong to you and needs to be paid back. You know how much I have to pay back? Do you want to know how much food stamps I have to pay back? I have to pay back $27,000. Good thing is that they offer a payment plan, because where the fuck am I going to get $27,000 off of? And guess what? I'm not even going to pay it. Y'all have to prove to me. Where's the proof? This letter doesn't mean anything. Where's the proof? Show me the proof of what I was doing wrong. This is unbelievable. Didn't your parents ever teach you to mind your own business? Or they didn't teach you that?
This is a prime example of people going on social media, running their mouth too much, putting too much of their business on social media, using it as a personal diary, then getting upset when it winds up backfiring on them. And in this case, to the tune of $27,000.
Y'all, I just want somebody to hear me out real quick. And let's talk like adults. Y'all, I have been so humbled having to go in the grocery store and count my groceries, and even having to put stuff back when I make it to the register because I ain't got enough. Because Y'all, I've been receiving food stamps since my first child. He 18 now. He just graduated high school. So I've been in Huntsville a year.
So she said she's been receiving food stamps since her first child, and he's now 18. So she's been on this system for 18 years.
The job I have now makes too much money where they ripped me of all my food stamps. Now, don't get that fucked up because I worked all my days. But they'll drop me down to like 200, whatever the case may be, but they ain't never ripped me of my whole fucking card. Yeah, I have been humbled. I know what people mean now when they say, like it's hard out here in the grocery store. Because, baby, having to put your groceries back because you ain't got enough. Who do I talk to? Who do I write? Who do I call? Because I feel like every American should get at least $150. At least. If you putting 5 things in your cart and it costs $215, something about that is just not right. And I just feel like we need to talk to somebody. Who do I contact, people? Fuck, my heart hurts.
18 years of getting food stamps, never any issue, never wanted to protest anything. Now that they cut her off, now it's an issue. Now she feels the pain.
You guys are taking away my sister's EBT, and she has to pay $27,000 back, okay? And she admitted that she will be giving me the other grandkids because she doesn't need them since she's not getting EBT. So I will be getting the EBT. Whoop, whoop. So I will be getting more EBT. She will have to go ahead and pay those $27,000. She says after she does pay that money back, she will try again to fight for custody for her grandbabies. So good luck, because it ain't gonna happen. I will have more proof that I'm able to keep those babies, that I take care of them, that I take them out more than you do. So good luck paying those $27,000. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but go ahead. And that means that they will increase my EBT more now. Is that what it is? To what, $37,000, whatever you were receiving? I don't know. I hope I get that, by the way. So yes, thank you. I will be picking up the other grandbabies soon.
Said that they're using these kids solely as a check.
I almost just got arrested again. This time for welfare fraud. I was going to Walmart like I do every week. I get food stamps, so I get between 5 and 7 24 packs of like the cheap Walmart brand pop or whatever. The ones that you get 10 cents back for every can or whatever. And I use my food stamps to buy the pop, and then I go out to the parking lot and I pour them all out. This girl and her husband with their family were next to me in their car, and they freaking called the cops. The cops show up as I've got like over 100 freaking Walmart pop cans all around me, and they told me to stop where I was at and put my hands up. They gave me a warning. They say next time they catch me pouring Walmart pop out in the Walmart parking lot, they're going to arrest me for welfare fraud. And now I'm going to lose my food stamps.
This story is giving real crackhead vibes.
Y'all, I just got denied for food stamps, right? And that's not the bad part about it, because I was already on food stamps. But I guess the month that I had to, do the thing, it was too much. So I said, oh, I got 3 kids. What am I supposed to do? I don't know if it was a man or a lady I was talking to, y'all, but they really gagged me. This person said, well, the child support office in the same building, right? I mean, girl, what? I already know that, but damn, you ain't have to put me out like that. What's wrong with you? I hope you see this, because you hurt my heart with that. Like, I didn't already know that. Duh. Why would you say that to me? Why? How you know my children dad ain't dead? How do you know? He ain't dead, but girl, you ain't have to do all of that. That was low down of you.
Wasn't nothing low down about it at all. The kid's father's is not dead. They just he's just a deadbeat. Again, if you had three children, you definitely should be getting some support for the father. So by her actually asking you and encouraging you, to try to get some support for your children so you won't have to be dependent upon the system was actually a great idea in my opinion.
I saw this girl's TikTok. I can't stitch it, but her name is Sammy Catherine, I believe. But don't quote me now. She basically said that food stamps sent her a letter stating that she owes a certain amount of money in food stamps back, or else they're going to take it out of her tax return. And I kid y'all not, I literally got the same letter when I was 21, 22, and I was on food stamps because I had my daughter, right? I was on WIC, food stamps, and my daughter had Medicaid. I had Medicaid too at some point. But then I went to court and I was awarded child support. Now, after being awarded child support, even if that man made one payment and he did not pay anymore, they did not care. They were just like, well, you're getting child support now, so you can be off of food stamps. And I'm like, babes, this man's not paying. They're like, well, you were awarded child support. And they're like, give me my money back. I kid you not, I was in shambles. I'm like, what do you mean, give you your money back? I don't got it. Between lawyers, paying for my daughter's stuff, diapers and stuff, and this man not even paying child support at that time. You were going to tell me I owe you $1,000-something? I was in shambles. Shambles. I had a heart attack. Called food stamps, and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry, babes. Explained to them the situation. She's like, don't worry. I'm going to wipe it off. Had it not been for that lady, I don't know what I would have done. But I kid you not, I never have applied for food stamps ever again. Even if I was like, unless I'm super, like I lost my job, I don't have any, I really would, that's my last resort is to apply for food stamps or any type of assistance, because I'm absolutely terrified to get a collection from the government to give back money that obviously I pay in my taxes now. And even back then I was paying in my taxes, but I can't even get those benefits. And they want their money back. That was sick. That was a sick realization. And they're like, we need your money back, the money back from since you were supposed to get child support. Called them. She took it off my account. Never, even when he stopped paying for some time and people were just like, go back on food stamps, I never went back. I was terrified. Still terrified. I'm never going back on that. I don't care what it is. Like, no. Why? How? What? Paying taxes is a sham. A sham. Because when you actually need a government assistance, they want their money back. But then when I was paying into it, I didn't say a peep. Nothing. Where's the money that I pay into it? Nowhere. Oh, okay.
2 points I want to make here. It's amazing to me how once they get cut off from food stamps or these benefits and they have to pay back money, they miraculously wake up and realize how corrupt the system is and how we need changes. But while they're milking the benefits, they see no issues. And just think about all the millions of Americans who pay out of their checks every week, every 2 weeks, and never get any type of food stamps assistance because they don't qualify for it. But they don't feel for them. And number two, we got to start making smarter choices of who we choose to lay down with. Again, we got to start mating from the neck up and not the neck down. Again, so you actually can have a two-family household, two parents, two incomes, and you won't be reliant on the government for your daily bread. But let me know what you think in the comments below about these women having to pay back their food stamp benefits. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.